How is it going every day? I am putting together the head for this YB that we're building. I know it's been a while, it's been a couple of weeks since there's stuff lying on it. It's been a couple of weeks since I posted a video about anything, but just purely laziness, I'll be honest about it. But right now I've got all the stuff to put this together, so I've got multi-layered head gasket sitting there, WRC gasket, all the head gasket kit, so like rocker cover gasket and cam seals and stuff, and bolts and that's up in the box there. So the bottom end's completely together, so this should really be on in the next, should actually be on the night, but I'm running out of time, so probably in the next couple of days we'll have this on, and I'll probably explain a wee bit more in a minute why I'm actually building this. And the other thing we've done is I've got most of the engine together for the Escort. We obviously ran out of time with that as well for the last race, so I kind of just put that in the back burner. It's just really been sitting the last couple of days. Probably the next video will be doing that. We'll put the engine and stuff back in that probably tomorrow or the night after. But, aye, I'll crack on with this anyway the night. I know this isn't the correct tool for the job, but it's your tool for the job. So I'm currently just doing stem seals. You can hear just as you chat them in, you just get the sudden thud and that's it in. So doing that, and I've already, albeit I didn't film it, but I've already ported this head and had it skimmed and pressure checked. So I'll show you exactly what that is. Just things. I should have. What the fuck? I should have done it. And look, gasket. So as you can see, I don't know where you can see it, but this head's all ported and camera's in autofocus and I'm just struggling, but this one's ported. And the other thing I'll show you is, just so you know, you can come away from that if you want, I've got another head down here. If you I've just used this, you take a standard gasket and you can see just how much the port you can still see when the gasket's on, or when it's fitted as standard. And if you look at mine, it's completely port matched to the gasket. Which is ideal. And then I've just chamfered the way inside and also just removed the casting marks, and up inside the valve there's a wee lip that I always take away. Quite a basic, I wouldn't call it overly excessive with porting it, but what this is going to be going in is I've bought a Saff road car. Just it was a 4x4, so that's how it's a 200 block and 4x4 head. But I've converted it to 2-wheel drive, obviously, hence the big wing sump. I don't know if I've even showed that in any of these videos. But I've got a big wing gated sump in that one, the engine, 2-wheel drive, and we're also putting a Getrag 5-speed gearbox on it. So it will handle power. The boxes are proven to handle 550, probably 600 horsepower. And it should run all day with that. Right now I've only got stuff to put it together with a T3 and a set of greens and a chip. But the reason I'm doing the porting, and I've done like the King Racing bearings and the WRC head gasket and all the other stuff, is I would intend, so it's going to be a road car, I don't know if I mentioned that there, it's black, J-plate. But just in case I do decide at some point in the future to go, or I would like to go, but I've just not got the money now with the race car and racing and stuff to buy all the bits to go 500 horsepower, but at some point it will be 500 horsepower, so I'm just trying to make the engine capable of that. I will point out the motor is just a shell at the minute. It's a resto job, so it's a bare shell. I have been working on it, I've actually had it for probably about 6 months. But I've really not had the time to work on it. To be lucky in total I've put about 2 days work into it. So, quite depressing. Basically just with the race season being here, we're constantly busy with the race car, so finally find a wee bit of time to start it, basically. Needs a bit of welding and stuff, done one side, got the other side today. Didn't actually need sills or that, but we're just doing it anyway because it's a bare shell at the minute. Kind of makes sense to do it rather than having to do it down the line in a few years' time or whatever. In my eyes, I know some people will say, "Oh, you shouldn't weld them and try and keep them original," and that, but I don't really care. I don't care. I'd rather it was solid, and I'm also building it for me. It's quite hard because I've never built a road motor. It's always race cars we build, which is dead easy because when you build a race car, you just build it for yourself. There's no like a set way that it should look, if you know what I mean. Whereas with a road car, it's a wee bit harder, but still, I intend to be a bit different with tiger stripes and 3-spoke wheels.
Don't bother.
This is obviously another day again. Probably 2 days on if I filmed the first bit in the heat. I think it's 2 days. But I finally got I don't need anything. I don't know why it's been 2 days. But I've just fitted the first valve there now and just getting ready to do the rest. So I'm still just using single valve springs, which I will point at the new, which the last head I built, which is sitting under this cover. That's don't know if you know the car that managed to go on Ed Brannan's 460 horsepower Sapphire cosworth. So that should be going on shortly, but that had double valve springs, which were a pain to do. My head's all about single valve springs, it's just standard setup, which I'm quite happy with, and I have got the first one fitted and I'm just going to go ahead and start doing the rest. And obviously I've already lapped the valves in. So I've currently got 4 done. I'm just doing the next 4 of the inlet, and just want to quickly show you this is a tool we've got for doing it. It was just like an eBay type valve spring compressor that we've cut and extended to fit over the head, obviously, so originally it would crash into here. Just with that much cosy heads we need to do this, and basically all you're doing is just compressing the valve spring. Wait, I don't know where you can see that, sorry. But you can see just the valve coming up in the middle there, and then you're just looking to put your 2 collets in. I'll try and do it, but I don't know how well I'll be able to do it with one hand and filming at the same time. It turns out no, I can't do it and film at the same time. But what I usually do is, I've got a wee thin screwdriver here, and I usually just put a wee bit of multi-purpose grease on the back and in the front face, and stick it just to the end of the screwdriver, and then use the screwdriver to put it down onto the valve. And because you've got a wee bit of grease in the front face, you can come away and that leaves it stuck to the valve. You put your 2 in and just release your spring clamp. There you go. Multi-purpose thing. Right, so Amber's here. You guys see her, she's not set the camera, but Amber's here. Lucky for you. So I've got 2 left to fit. I've got the rest of them fitted, so I'm just going to go ahead and fit these 2, and because she's here I can actually show you fitting them this time. So I was trying to do it before you came myself, I'm not going to do it. So basically I've just got the two last ones I clean off. You just pop them in. That should fit. And then I don't know where you can see it, but you can now see the tap of the valve, obviously. And as I was saying earlier, a wee bit of grease on the inside of the collet, and then on the screwdriver, and you can see it sticks on. And you can go ahead and what the grease does is it just lets it stick to the valve whilst you get your other one ready. Just stops it falling off or trying to move. Just basically ensures that it's going to get fitted in correctly. Was that a big word there? Ensures. So now the 2 collets are on. They'll probably fall off because I'm trying to do it on camera. You just bring your tool up. And that's you. And just take your the excess bit of grease off. That's it, easy as that. You can see this is my bottom end. It's already built ages ago, and I've got the sump nut one. I don't know if I ever filmed in it. Oh, I did. I showed the sump once. But sump nuts one anyway, it's all built. It's a couple of people had messaged me and asked the best way to build these. Personally, I would say I don't know, because I don't think you can ever really know the best way unless you've tried every single thing that you can buy to destruction. But anyway, that's my rant over. So this has got king racing bearings, new thrusts, mile rings. It's a virgin crank, so it's standard. I gave it a quick hone, just cleaned everything, gapped the rings, a lot of oil on the bearings where you build it up, and you just need to be really clean. That's the biggest thing I would say to anybody that's looking to build an engine, is it needs to be clean, as clean as you can get it. I've also got, this is a 4-layer WRC head gasket that's going on, and obviously my head's ported and stuff, but I showed that at the start of this video, so that's just ready to go on as well. I'm just going to stick that on the now, and that'll probably be towards the end of this video, because it'll be a big success minute for me. The only other thing I would say, the only other like really, I would say good bit of advice I would give MD that's looking to build an engine, is as soon as it's built, get it started up, run it up to temp and drop the oil out it. You see loads of people all the time saying they do 500 miles and then change the oil. Personally, I like to fire them up, drop the oil out it, change the filter, and then run it for the 500 miles and do the same again. The reason I like to do that is no matter how much you clean these, you're not getting all the shit out of it. I don't care what MD says, you're never getting all the stuff out of it, and every time I've done it, take the filter off, and if you cut the filter open, there's bits of shit in it. And I've spent ages cleaning this, and it'll still be the same. So that's my 2 bits of advice, because I've had probably one person message me asking about engine stuff, so I decided I would try. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick the heat on now. Follow the lady. The other annoying thing with causes is they don't have dowels. Race car. So I'm going to go ahead and just bolt this down now. So I've put the 2 front and 2 rear bolts in now just to locate the head, with no oil in them. With no oil in them. So just clean these ones off, just going to oil up the threads, and then put these ones in and take the other ones back out, oil them up and put them in as well. The other thing I'll point out, if you're looking for a engine builders, I wouldn't call myself an engine builder to start with, but sorry. Another thing I'd say is get a good torque wrench. I've got a snap-on torque wrench. You need to have a good torque wrench. I wouldn't be building an engine with an eBay special. I don't think that's the way to go about these things.
You should maybe see what you're torquing to.
45 Newton metre to start with, and then 290-degree turns. I did say when I first started building this I was going to get WRC bolts, but right now I'm just putting the standard bolts in, and because I basically with racing and that as well, I did run out of money, so I'm using the standard bolts, and then after probably the first time I drive it and decide it's no fast enough for me and want to go bigger spec, I'll put a set of WRC bolts in it. And a GT30 and Siemens injectors. Go 500 horsepower. Because it probably, that's probably the other reason, right now we're only building it, I don't know if I said this all day, but just with greens and a T3. But I'm trying to build it with the best parts I can get, so that it will take 500 horsepower, because I do know at some point it's going to be 500 horsepower. Aye, getting there, quite happy. As me and Alistair were talking about this earlier, although I have bought a Saff, I'm definitely not into show cars or anything like that, so don't expect anything like that for me. My main objectives with this is, and my main things that it needs today, I know a lot of people want their motors to be like immaculate and look good and standard and worth as much money as they can make them. I don't really care about what it's worth, I just love cosworths. My things with this is it needs to wastegate charter, needs to be able to do burnouts, needs to be able to do power slides, or drift. It needs to be able to drift because it's rear wheel drive. I'm putting a welded diff in it as well, I don't know if I mentioned that. Same power slides because the Escort's 4-wheel drive, hit power slides. Sometimes, I should have drift land, you just smash it.
Then it doesn't.
But I'm quite happy with that, quite happy with how the progress is getting there, and next things will be obviously putting all the buckets in. In the next video I'll do the buckets, paint my cam cover, get the cam cover on, cams in, exhaust manifold, inlet manifold, and I've got a brand new, actually I bought the motor off of Alistair, so I'm getting all the bits off of Alistair to put it together as well, and he's given me with it, with like the original deal that we've done. I'm getting a brand new, never used T3 turbo, so it really isn't going to make the power I want to make, but right now it will do. It will get me running and get it on the road. That and a set of greens, and that will get us running. And then first time I have drove them with T3s and greens before, I know how quick it's going to be, but for some reason I'm trying to convince myself that I'm going to be happy with it. And then in probably about 6 drives time after I get it on the road, we'll have a GT30 in it and a set of Siemens injectors. Go for there. But that's as far as I'm taking it now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It has been a while since I've made one, but I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching it, and I promise I'll get another video in the next couple of days.